Welcome to this overview video of SCPLM's Inventor connector for Aras Innovator. As we will see in this video, thanks to an in-depth application integration, the SCPLM's Inventor connector is your direct access to the Aras Innovator PLM system right from within the Inventor environment. With a few clicks within Inventor, you can easily manage your Inventor drawings and assemblies, CAD hierarchy, and automatically create the associated BOM. The bidirectional mapping of the CAD data between Inventor and Aras Innovator is taken care of by the SCPLM's Inventor connector, which also supports and manages your iMembers, Content Center libraries, and part number registrations. Today's video will use a real case scenario to cover the following topics: the integration of the connector within Inventor, retrieving an assembly from Aras Innovator, replacing and inserting parts either from a local work folder or with an already existing part in Aras Innovator or from the Inventor Content Center, registering and storing the modified assembly into Aras Innovator, automatically generating and storing the associated BOM. As we will see in a few moments, thanks to the SCPLM's Inventor connector, all these functionalities are available right from within Inventor. This greatly improves the CAD designer's efficiency, and thanks to the accurate mapping between Inventor and Aras Innovator, removes redundant data entry and ensures that users with appropriate permissions will have access to the latest generation. Let's first have a look at how the connector is integrated in Inventor. Accessing the connector functions is as easy as opening your Inventor environment and using the integrated connector ribbon menu. Without leaving Inventor, you can register your CAD data and generate part numbers in Aras Innovator, store your Inventor files and BOM into Aras Innovator, retrieve your Inventor files from Aras Innovator, lock and unlock in Aras Innovator the drawings currently in session, insert and replace parts of your Inventor design, selecting parts either from Aras Innovator or from your local work folder or even from the Inventor Content Center. Copy, check on latest to check if any of the files open in session are at an on latest generation, access to your local workspace explorer, fine-tune the connector settings. In this overview video, we will cover the register, store BOM, retrieve, insert, and replace functions. Let's consider the drawing that is currently open in session. I previously used the connector functions in this integrated ribbon menu to store this drawing into Aras Innovator. As a result, the connector made my drawing immediately available in Aras Innovator. Switching to Innovator and looking for this CAD document, we can see that the connector filled all of the Innovator item properties using the properties of the Inventor drawing, together with creating a thumbnail image and a PDF viewable file. One of the great advantages of the connector is that it can be configured to automatically generate and store a variety of viewable file formats, including e-drawings or, in this case, PDFs. Even 3D PDFs can be generated if the connector is configured to use the Aras conversion server. Notice that the connector also automatically associated the Inventor drawing with the corresponding iPart, and it even created the associated part item in Aras Innovator. Opening the part item, we can see that it is associated to both the iDrawing and iPart. We will now use a real case scenario to see firsthand how the connector works. Before I get to work using the connector as the CAD designer, let's briefly assume the role of the engineering manager who needs to review and approve a proposed change to one of our existing product designs that is currently stored and managed within the Aras Innovator system. I've already logged into Aras Innovator as the engineering manager, and I'll click on the My In basket to view any pending workflow assignments that I may have. I'll highlight this Prepare Change activity and drill down into the related ECO by opening its item information window. At a glance, I can review the details and I can see that customer support is requesting a change to our existing C-scooter design to more securely fasten the rear cover. I can also see any items that have been attached to the ECO. In this case, the existing Inventor assembly model and its associated bill of materials. Let's drill down into this top-level Inventor assembly. From its item information window, I can see related attribute information about it, along with all of its associated children. I notice, for example, that the existing top-level assembly has currently been released as Revision A. Once I have finished my review of the proposed design changes, I'll complete my assigned activity by voting to approve the proposed changes and adding any specific comments I may have. Reopening the ECO item window now shows that a new revision, in this case Rev B, has been assigned for the updated design, and the affected Aras Innovator parts have been placed into the preliminary lifecycle state, allowing permissions for the CAD designer to check out the files for editing. I'll now switch roles to that of the CAD designer and we'll see how the Inventor connector tracks and manages my design changes right from within the Inventor user interface. I'll select the retrieve command. This brings up the search screen, which is optimized for searching on CAD-related documents. The SCP-LM's connector also includes powerful baseline management capabilities, allowing me to filter my search results based on the most current version of the documents, the latest release version, or based on a specific effectivity date. These advanced search and filter options can handle all the possible versions of the parts and assemblies in Aras Innovator, and they allow you to pin down the exact CAD document version that you're looking for. For example, if I search all CAD-related documents based on a specific effectivity date, as you can see here, along with the information contained in the column grid, the connector displays visual clues in the form of icons that clearly identify which files are released, currently locked by me or someone else, or perhaps no later represent the latest version. Today, I'll leave it set to the most current version and search for all Inventor type documents that contain C. I see that the connector automatically retrieves the thumbnail images of all the items to quickly locate the ones I'm interested in. I'll select the assembly drawing and display it using the connector's hierarchy viewer. This view allows me to see in detail the selected items and all of its related documents and information before committing to delivering the files from the Aras Innovator Vault. The main window, known as the hierarchy window, displays the selected items hierarchy. The window on the right, also known as the item information window, displays more detailed information about the item currently selected in the hierarchy. The bottom window, or the related items window, displays information about related files such as related drawings or externally referenced files. Back over in the right-hand window, selecting these tabs displays a list of any previous versions of the item along with a global where used display. The where used list includes not only information about the item's immediate parents, but also any other items that reference it within the Innovator system, including associated BOM part items. Back in the main window view, I can click on this tab to toggle from a hierarchical view to a list view, allowing me to sort on any of the information columns. Finally, I can select specific items from the hierarchy and use the item menu to choose specific operations for the file, such as checking out or just retrieving a read-only copy of the file. Selecting the Retrieve button completes the operation and delivers the files from the vault to my local work folder, along with optionally opening them in my current Inventor session. As we previously noted, the SCP-LM's Inventor connector makes Aras Innovator functionalities available right from within the Inventor UI. So, for example, I can lock or unlock files within Aras Innovator at any time as needed. I can also use the Workspace Explorer command to view detailed information about specific files in my local work folder. This is a very easy and convenient way to keep track of a file's specific life cycle state, which files are currently locked by me or some other user, any copy of the local files that are no longer the latest version of the file, and to identify which files have not yet been stored in the Innovator Vault. I now get to work as the Inventor designer and make the required changes to my design. I'll select the existing rear cover part and using the Inventor replace component command, swap in the new cover design. For sake of time, we've already created a new rear cover part, so I'll select it from my local work folder and Inventor places it into the assembly. I'll select and open the new blue color rear cover, and I'll take the opportunity to add some additional texture information to the part's custom eye properties. We'll see later how the Inventor connector maps this custom eye property data into the Aras Innovator system. Along with adding new parts to my assembly that has not yet been stored into Aras Innovator, let's see how the connector facilitates design data reuse by allowing you to easily locate and utilize Inventor files previously stored in the vault. I'm going to take this opportunity to replace the existing 2-blade prop with a newer 4-blade version that I know they've been working on over in development. So this time, instead of selecting the Inventor replace component command, I'll select replace from the connector toolbar. This automatically brings up the connector search window, and I'll do a search on any Inventor files with prop in the name. Using the thumbnails, I can easily spot the new 4-blade design, and selecting it and completing the operation automatically retrieves it from the vault and swaps it into my assembly for the existing 2-blade prop. I'd like to now utilize one of our existing retaining nuts in my assembly. So I'll choose Insert from the connector toolbar, which again places me in the connector search window. I'll search for an Inventor part with nut in the description, select this one, and now completing the operation allows me to place this item right into my session. I will then add a concentric constraint to complete the placement. Finally, I'll complete my design changes by better securing the new rear cover with some standard machine screws. I have Inventor Content Center installed, so I'll use its browser to select the appropriate size screw, and then use a concentric constraint to insert the first instance of the screw into one of the new cover's existing holes. Finally, I'll use the pattern command to fill the remaining holes in the pattern. A quick check to the bill of materials verifies that the new C-screwer design now includes the updated ocean blue color rear cover, secured by a total of 8 panhead machine screws from the standard Content Center library. The old 2-blade prop has been replaced by the 4-blade design and is being secured by the standard retaining nuts. Now that I have completed my assigned task as the Inventor designer, I need to check in the new version of the design and make all of my changes and additions available to other users within the Aras Inventor system. I'll begin by issuing the register command from the connector ribbon menu. A warning pops up to let you know that the register operation is set to rename documents and that your parts need to be in session or locally available. I click OK, and this brings up the connector's register document hierarchy, a list of the components that comprise the assembly along with the associated file names and part items. The structure of this window is very similar to the connector's hierarchy viewer. The CAD hierarchy is shown in the main window, while the bottom window displays any associated files to the selected items, including iMembers, even if I didn't happen to have them currently open in session. As before, this right-hand window displays more details about the selected component. We can see that most of the components in this design are shown in blue, meaning they already have document and part item types stored and associated with them in Aras Inventor. Scrolling down the list, you can see that the component represented the new rear cover is highlighted in green, meaning there is no document item type associated with it yet, and the part number field is blank. The register document hierarchy function will handle that for us. Creating and assigning part numbers is an optional step, and if I choose to do that, I have several options. I can enter a part number manually, or I can use the sequence generator to assign the next available sequential part number in Aras Inventor. Or if the part number has already been created in Aras Inventor, I can search for it and use it from here. In this case, I will choose to automatically generate the next available sequential part number. We will now select Register, ensuring that our part numbers are being held in Aras Inventor. After completing the register operation, the connector automatically prompts me to ask if I wish to store the Inventor files at this time. I could choose to continue working on my design and store it later. Here we will select Yes to continue with the store function. This displays the hierarchy view, similar to the one we saw when registering this assembly. In the hierarchy list, as it happened before when registering, these intuitive icons allow me to spot which items, for example, are locked by me or some other user, or which ones have been registered but not yet stored in Aras Inventor. I select the new rear cover part. The right-hand window displays more details such as any custom iProperty that the connector will automatically map from the Inventor files into Aras Inventor attributes. Clicking on the List View tab allows me to sort by any column, such as Operation. This allows me, for example, to quickly see which items are being checked in as new revisions, in this case the assembly model and the new rear cover, and which items are ignored by the connector because they have not been changed. Clicking the Store button completes the operation and returns me to my Inventor session. The connector automatically prompts me to ask if I wish to store the BOM of the Inventor files at this time. This can be very useful for alerting participants outside of engineering, perhaps in purchasing or manufacturing, about any long lead time items that may be involved. This view displays a structured list of the items comprising the bill of material, and selecting an item displays the CAD documents associated with it. The relationship between the CAD files and part items is automatically tracked and managed by the connector. Clicking the Store button completes the Store BOM operation, and this will bring me back to the Inventor environment. That completes the Inventor design update task, so I'll go back to Aras Inventor to show how the updated design information and all related items are now available to any users that have the appropriate permissions. Going to my In basket, I'll open the original ECO process. Clicking on the new Revision B part item shows me up-to-the-minute information about it, including a list of all the component parts. I can view this in a more readable format by displaying a custom report, such as a multi-level indented BOM. Scrolling through it verifies that this latest revision includes, for example, the new rear cover and the 4-blade prop. Note that the connector has automatically created relationships between the CAD documents and related part items, and is also tracking and updating the relationship between their specific versions. We hope this brief introductory video helps you understand how SCPLM's Inventor connector seamlessly integrates your organization's Inventor design data within the Aras Innovator PLM system. We have seen how deeply the connector is integrated within the Inventor UI, which in turn allows a CAD designer, for example, to quickly retrieve the correct design from the Aras Innovator Vault right from within Inventor. The connector also allows you to perform a detailed analysis and selection of models and drawings before committing to delivering the files from the Aras Innovator Vault. While working on your model, the connector streamlines the replace and insert operations, which are accessible with one single click from the integrated connector ribbon menu. Replacing a component with a part already stored in Aras Innovator is very quick, thanks to the connector search window that interfaces directly with Aras Innovator and is optimized to search on CAD-related documents. Finally, we have seen that automatically storing an assembly and its bill of materials is extremely quick and easy, and that the connector takes care of the mapping from all the custom properties of your Inventor files into Aras Innovator attributes. Once the connector has completed the store operation, the new design is available in Aras Innovator for all the users with the appropriate permissions. Among other things, the connector automatically creates relationships between the CAD documents and related part items, and it also tracks and updates the relationship between their specific versions. It updates the bills of materials and creates viewable files. For any information, including scheduling a one-on-one demonstration of the SCPLM's connectors, please call us or get in contact with us at info@scplm.com. Thanks for watching.